Better days coming, man, tired of running from the law. I'm really not a villain. The reason I am living is because I was quick on the draw. Better days coming, man, tired of running from the law. I'm really not a villain. The reason I am living is because I was quick on the draw. That's up with some boy, I never me on the law. One punk me out, me make them know so them care. Yo, Abaraja shot fire, them go pay down my brother, and you don't know what this means war. Hear them bad and how much I and them a char. How much man they make a feel suck through straw. Yo, and nice them a make an all pressure them jaw. Me go show them what the real outlaw. So me got so rad off and slide through me choppy. Catch them off guard in a war and move snappy. Waffy happen now we done bad already.
Okay, let's talk. Mark Myrie, welcome again to the Link Up Radio Studios and Plush TV. And Jamrock.
Why every time I come to your studio, you're able to sit down and we are able to stand up? What's happening? Give me a seat.
Give him a seat there. Give him a seat, the new kids. Once again, folks, we're live right here on Link Up Radio.
Yes, Link Up.
Yo,
it's a great job for Link Up. What you do, boy, squeeze?
Yeah, listen, man. We're all doing good, man, because you know what? Early on this week, we caught up with you at BB King with well over 1,500 people in that place, man, and the joy was great. 2 hours on stage. After Tracy McGregor came to the door and let me in, and I said, man, check this place out. And I saw the performance, and you never eat, you never hold back, you put in everything. Too bad for the people that would never make it, hence the album, right?
It's not an easy road, my brother, you know what I mean? I just want to say thanks to the lovely patrons who have supported my 9.5 weeks tour of being here in the United States of America, and it was tremendous. Every night was special, every night was different, every night was filled with so much memories and so much joy, you know what I mean? You're all good folks, good people.
Right.
And I sincerely hope that we can do this again sometime quick. In the near future.
It's needed,
you
man.
know what I mean?
Needed.
That vibe and all the vibe is just so great. It's a joy right now to be here after all the tour is finished. Just to come around and see the media and reach out and do some promotion for my record, which, you know what I mean, we need to pick up on because the people need to be aware that the record is out, right. And the bootleggers need to be aware that I am out. You know what I mean?
And we're here.
Yeah.
You know what was the joy of capturing the people coming into BB King's? I was there at the back, observing, because that's the way I always do it. Observe from, that angle. And I saw Mattis Yahoo walk in, man. And he walked over to a corner. A lot of people didn't know it was Mattis Yao. He walked over to a corner and he stood there for the whole performance, man, and observed every single lyrical content out of your mouth, man. And then he was just smiling and bouncing. And then
for years, our music has inspired many people. But what happens when they go and they get inspired, they run off and they come and they sneak up on us at unawares and try to capture our art form or the way we display what we do, right. And go back and they don't normally give credit nor respect to us. They just go ahead until they can steal what we do and run away with it. And I mean, we respect everybody. It was great to see him in the house. I met him after the concert. Right. I mean, I actually went out and bought his music a couple of weeks ago while I was buying some music aside his live album, which sold over 400,000 copies.
Yeah.
So you must remember, say my one in that too. I went out and support Mattis, and
of course,
it was great to see him in the house, because there's no divide among us. Reggae music is the most music-friendly people them in the world.
True.
We don't really badmouth people. Just welcome them to our industry so much that to welcome them into our industry and them take it away from us.
Right. Let's take it back to the top, man. Gargamel Music, hence the album Too Bad. The tour has been going on for how long now?
9.5 weeks.
9.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. Too Bad. The tour. And where did it start?
We started in Fort Lauderdale a couple months ago.
And tell me a few of the places that you have taken this.
Well, I don't even want to remember them,
So many
I know it was great and the experience was joyful and the people felt the spirit and we felt the vibe and,
right.
We were ready to do it all over again. Just give me some rest. But at the same time, so many places, East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, you name it, we did it.
I've noticed that you've decided that this album should be handled 100% by Gargamel Music, in contrast to going with record labels and other entities. Why?
Well, now is the time for words to take onto itself, flesh and manifest itself. And after singing Destiny, and you see a lot of people going about, or even after singing Deport and seeing the autonomy, which a lot of people receive by ruling their own destiny and their own path and choosing which direction they want to go into.
Right.
So only fair and honest for me to take up the same mantle, because I can't sit down and make this music all the day in my life and give it to someone to sell it and give a chum change, sometimes no change at all. You know what I mean? Guys would sit down and figure that reggae artists are somehow comfortable with what they're doing because their job or whatever their occupation is supposed to be able to take care of their basic and necessities. But in reality,
it's different for us. We are like we are at the bottom of the pile. We work so hard. We get no, you know what I mean. If the truth is to be told, we can barely survive. So therefore, we have to make sure we have our autonomy to make sure we give account for where what is going and how what is going where.
I'm very happy that you set up the infrastructure and is doing that, and I hope a lot of other individuals like yourself.
Well, if them don't do it, them must have fine because you have leaders and you have followers, and I don't come for follow Rome all day of my life. I work for Mercury, Polygram, Loose Cannon, Island, you name it. Even recently we do
biggest names all
Veep,
over the world.
yeah, man. But see the dread you know, mighty dread him say. Selassie, I big up my brother in Diamond in England. Kibrila.
In the building. All right, so earwalk me right now. Let's talk about the album specifically. You have, according to the 17 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
Okay? The album is growing fast in not just the grassroots community, but also the mainstream community.
Yeah.
I've actually heard it being played on major mainstream radio stations, and I said, finally, they taking heed to, of course, what it is that Mark Myra is doing.
Well, I don't stop, click out and throw my words and cuss them, you know, because I think music is music, and because we come from the Caribbean and we don't have perhaps the money like all some guys would have, because the people play an integral part in the music industry, you know. Them don't look at our music. At the same time, I think after being in it for over past 15 years, we're supposed to have some form of credibility where you must can slip one in now and then.
Right. The album is a dancehall album.
Yeah,
okay.
Predominantly,
right? No, and the people have been longing for a dancehall album. I mean, how long?
Them getting dancehall album left, right, and center, but not from BUJU.
Right. What do you think, in contrast to this album and other dancehall albums? What do you think the distinction is?
BUJU. I might think different from for them.
Right.
Yeah, I love and respect my co-workers them, but the impetus of me place into making sure my thing is something that is solid. You know what I mean? It epitomizes everything for BUJU Banton. It must also have another level of growth to the peak. You know what I mean? How far I am in my evolving process. Sure. So one could listen to it and say, but you know, when you listen to this BUJU and listen to that BUJU there from 10 years ago, can't really see the growth in that little man. And these are the things that I want my massive and the people and my generation to grow. And there won't be any gap as long as I'm alive.
True that. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us in studios with Mark Myrie, aka BUJU Banton, Gargamel Music right now with Too Bad, the album, and of course yours truly Squeeze. We're broadcasting on 93.5 and Hot 102. So just make sure you keep it locked right here. And of course, we've got a lot coming at you.
Even though it compress and I don't in a plastic, don't deliver it, I'm going up drastic. I'm a big up me bust and me you know me can't stick. We want change me see now we don't play from a stick. I receive a red bull, straight ignite, so drive. Section on pattern mellow, it's the mood, call I lead out. All one. The little town on the dilly, not even $1,000 in my building. I'm crazy girl won't wind off my willy, but new kids no silly. Request me in the winter when it's chilly, but numb girl fly pan fi see me. Yo, man a girl lace when the days of Shabba Stella Billy. Enough girl out a road well one give me. Me a bay, I fi take off the girl baggy, tenderly caressing that body. New kids I am, the magician with that magic stick. No, you kids him now fi play down pan it. Stick to me side straight to got chin and drift. Get addicted to me hard and me ain't a nothing too wild, me ain't a nothing too day. Nothing too ordinary, nothing too cheap. Nothing with the wrong side and nothing with free. Nothing too strong, me ain't a nothing too weak. Me ain't a nothing with pork, me ain't a nothing with beef. Nothing in a underpants and nothing in a braid. Nothing in a single, it must can repeat. Y'all pick me alone, can't make me feel sweet. Well, y'all see me style, smell me fragrance on my mind. Ask if me and y'all listen me shout all the while. Say she love pleasure with position and style, and she wants somebody who is versatile. Some a pay down on it, but the argument weak. Some walk and die and then fall right asleep. How the everlast dub it up make me sit. Me know you're in a class, but make sure it in it. Me in a nothing too wild, me in a nothing too day.